Hello everyone, welcome back to Burkeshire Farm. My name is Frank.
And I'm Jackie.
As you can see, we're not at the farm today, we're out in our backyard.
Today we are finally going to see what has gone on in the planters for the sweet potatoes.
Yes, we're excited to see what's going on in there. I must say again that we did not do any fertilizing. We simply stopped and got some dirt from Just Dirt, or anyways, it was a landscaping company and it was their, I guess they would consider a topsoil mix. They claimed it did have some chicken manure and some mushroom compost, I think.
Yep.
But that's it. We did not do any other fertilizing, so this is going to be a big surprise for us too.
That's right. So what we're first going to do is we're going to trim all the green leaves away, and then we're going to dig down and see what's underneath the dirt.
Okay.
So we battled back and forth a while to figure out when we wanted to dig up the sweet potatoes. I read a lot of different articles on when should we do it. And one of the articles was you do it after the first frost. Well, this is now the beginning of December, and in Houston, we haven't had a frost, and we probably won't have a frost until January. So we thought, okay, that's going to be waiting too long. Another suggestion that I read was you dig them up after 100 to 125 days. Well, at 100 to 125 days, they still looked really lush and beautiful and green. So we're like, okay, do we do it now or do we wait? Another article that I read said wait until the foliage slowly starts to die away. And so you can see that some of the foliage the green is going away, they're starting to turn yellow and brown. So you can see there's one that's actually died and broke off. So we thought, okay, now is a good time. And then there was one other one which we're not going to try, but maybe somebody else might want to try, is you trim all the greenery away, especially any of the brown, and just leave it sit in the buckets or leave it sit underground, and then you can store it that way. We didn't want to do that because we want to reuse these containers for something else that you'll see in our next video. So we're going to dive in now and start trimming away all this luscious green foliage.
Wanted to bring you over here and show you this. This is one of the plants right down in here, and look how swelled up this is. It's even pulled away from the side of the bucket here, hoping that maybe we got a big surprise down in there.
We can hope. We're gonna find out. Now, one thing I did notice, the buckets that were further away from the house, they seem to grow more than the buckets closer to the house. And I think that's because those buckets got more full sun than these. These were in the shade a whole lot sooner. So I wonder if that might be the difference. Or it could be, remember we had 3 different types of potatoes. So it could be a different type of potato because it actually has a different color than those over here. All right, now is the time. Let's see what it looks like underneath.
Down. Going down. One sweet potato.
Oh, look, we got a sweet potato! Woohoo!
One sweet potato.
We'll take it.
Okay, Jackie just came up with a winner idea. We're gonna give it a try.
See what happens. Okay, so what we did was we opened up a trash bag, and we're going to dump the dirt onto the trash bag. That way we can put the dirt back into the bucket. All right, let's see what happens. So we laid the plastic down. Now we're just going to kind of dump the bucket and see what happens. Oh wow, you should see there's all these roots that have been coming out of the bottom of the bucket here. Oh, yep. Look at the roots.
Look at that.
Holy cow.
Oh, there's a sweet potato right here. Right down the side.
Look at that.
It should just start peeling out.
Well, I think the roots are holding it together too, though. Okay, so when we tipped over this bucket, underneath the bucket is a sweet potato that grew out from underneath the bucket. Look at that.
That's one of the better sized ones.
That is crazy.
Wow. Yeah, right here.
Wow. You should see the big one over here, the one where the bulging area you were talking about?
Yep.
Right there.
Right there. Look at that. Wow, I knew it. I knew there had to be something in there. Wow.
Yeah.
That is a success right there. Okay, it's a funny looking thing, but
That one there is enough for you and I for one meal.
yeah. I knew there had to be something down there. Look at that. Look at that. Want another one.
Oh, look at that. That's
That's
now
another.
that's one of the yellow ones, I think. Or
Another
orange.
nice one.
There's another nice, I think, orange one right here.
Nice.
Okay, I think that's going to be the biggest one, but we'll see.
We shall see.
Alright, so we got them all dug up. A lot of them are way too tiny for us to keep, but we're going to pick through the bigger ones. And we're going to put them in the spare bedroom and let them cure for 10 days. So you just kind of lay them out. There's nothing in the spare bedroom, so we're just going to lay them out on maybe some newspaper on the floor. Let them cure for 10 days. You want to cure for 10 days to harden the outside of the potato, to harden that potato skin. That's what's going to preserve the potato over a long period of time. Now, to sweeten the potatoes, you really want to, after the 10 days, put them in an environment where it's about 85 degrees with high humidity. we have a lot of humidity, but we don't have that high humidity right now. Plus, our temperatures are not at 85 degrees right now because it's, of course, getting into the winter time. So, an idea that I read was taking some of the plastic grocery bags, putting a couple of them in the bag, tying them, put some little vent holes, and then putting them in a windowsill or someplace where it might get some sun to create that humidity and create some of that warmth that it needs to sweeten the potatoes. Now, actually right now they're okay to eat, but even after the 10 days, it's perfectly fine to eat. They're just not going to be that real sweet flavor. That's why you want to let it set for about up to 4 weeks, letting those sugars develop to make them a little bit sweeter. So that's what we're going to do next. Pick through these, find the good ones, and then start that process.
All right. Well, and it wasn't a whole lot of work. I have to say that the majority of we got is definitely undeveloped. This is definitely a learning experience for us. The next time around, I believe what we're going to do is we're going to try maybe a container with 2, and then also another container with 1, and then really go through the fertilization process through the growth period of the entire sweet potato growing season. You know what? In my opinion, this is not a total failure. We've learned a lot,
Yes.
and I'll tell you what, I can honestly say, we can honestly say, you can grow sweet potatoes in a container.
Yeah.
There's the proof.
I mean, there's even this. This is a perfect one. Just a nice size. This will feed both of us.
Yep.
But this is a perfect size for just one person. Even some of these little tiny ones, like these, we will save them and we'll make them like into little fingerling potatoes or French fries or something like that.
Yeah.
So we will be using up as many as we possibly can. Some of them are basically that's a root, so we won't be saving those. But the ones that we think that we can salvage something out to be able to eat, we're definitely going to do that. So if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions on how we can improve our container gardening with sweet potatoes, we would greatly appreciate those comments.
And until then, thank you for joining us, and God bless.
Have a blessed day.